or he just took a lot of interest in scripture. He spent an awful lot of time in Tynes.
Oh, he might have been after a bit of both.
Sinning and confessing all in one place. Well, I can see the convenience of it. Anyway, my mother never had strong nerves. Truth be told, her sanity was always shaky. Pa's escapades drove her cuckoo entirely. Then, one frosty December morning, I was woken by screaming and smoke. I looked out the window. I saw my mother there, in the courtyard, wreathed in flames. Behind her, the stables, the farm buildings and the tower were burning too. And she just stood there, shrieking with laughter.
Christ, that sounds like a scene straight out of hell.
Hellish it was, I can tell you. Me and my sister Adela and a few servants managed to get out before the whole place went up. I couldn't get to my father. Or my little brother. Poor lad was only 7. My sister and I were left destitute after the fire. Then my cousin, Adam of Drevich, took us into his castle. A few weeks later, he offered to buy what was left of our estates and sell me a small fortress near a Kovnik. It was a great relief. We suddenly had some hope of a future again. So I told my sister about it. And it was the biggest mistake of my life. A week later, the two of them announced to me they were getting married. And all that was left of our estates, lands, woods, villages, Adela was to get it all as a dowry.
But surely that was for you to decide. You were the head of the family, right?
Aye. Only I barely had 17 years under my belt, and I'd just lost everything. Of course, I argued with them, and that was the only excuse they needed to kick me out of Drevich too.
That's pretty harsh.
You're telling me. But I'm not complaining. As my pa always used to say, if you could turn your hand to something, you'll never be lost. I doubt it ever crossed his mind how often I'd remember those words.
I'd like to ask about your men.
Ask away.
What about that dumb one? How did he end up with you?
The stone? Oh, he just kind of tagged along.
Just like that?
Aye, just like that. We were riding from Olomouc to a castle past Kladsko, when we ran into him and some other wayfarers camping along the way. You know how it goes. We made acquaintance with them, had a drink or two. Then we travelled on together. After all, there's safety in numbers.
I'm not sure I'd be thinking that if I ran into you lot on the road.
We might have done some things I ain't proud of, but wayfarers are sacred even for me. Anyway, our fellow travellers dropped off along the way. One in Mohelnitz, one in Schoenberg, and the rest in Kladsko. Except for the stone. He stuck with us the whole way. The fellas kept asking him what he was after, but of course he never said a word. When we were approaching Barsdorf, I ordered the men to get rid of him. I had some business at the castle, and I didn't want any strangers sticking their noses in. Stefan tried to tell him nicely, but he just sat there, staring like he was turned to stone. That's when we gave him the name. Then the Bearman brothers tried to get him off his horse. He booted Jan in the face and knocked him out cold. Then he jumped down and felled Petter with one punch. A man who can do that is a man you want on your side. So we kept him.
Weren't you worried about having a stranger in your band? Especially one who didn't talk.
No, I figured if he can't talk, he can't tell. Besides, I've had worse.
I'd been to see Sir Radzig.
So how did he take the news?
Well, he wasn't exactly happy about it.
I can well imagine. I wouldn't want the Zul's plundering my estates either. If I had any.
He wants us to carry on patrolling the area. There's nothing else for it.
That makes sense. I don't think he'll come to us. So we'll just have to hope we run into him. I'd like to check out the big forest to the north, and then carry on via Ujits.
Sure.
Mount up then, and let's go.
Please, can we stop for a bit? My arse is aching, and I've such a thirst I could drink a moat dry.
Same here. What do you say, Chief?
Not to worry. We'll reach it soon. We'll spend the night there.
I heard they've got a peculiar priest there. They say he drinks like the devil himself.
There's nothing strange about that. Every other man of the cloth is a swill pot.
Or a lecher.
Or both.
Quiet. Listen.
For the love of God, help! Please, sir, help me.
Don't worry, lass. Nothing to fear. We're with Sir Radzig, in the manner of speaking. What's the matter?
These brigands came. The menfolk fled and left us there. They started pillaging the place, drinking whatever they could find and smashing things. I ran off, but the other girls, You've got to save them. Please, I beg you.
Easy, lass. Drinking, you say?
Aye, sir. They rolled the casks into the courtyard and started swilling like pigs from a trough.
Well, as our old cook used to say, if you want to make a proper goulash, you should soak the meat in ale for a while to soften it first.
Ah, let them get well soaked, and then go and chop them up. Good thinking, Chief.
But what about the girls? Those men, they were...
I'm sure your friends won't be getting nothing they ain't had before.
Well, unless they be nuns.
Kuno, the girl's right. If we delay, her friends will pay the price for it.
I appreciate your advice, Henry. But it's caution that'll keep you alive, not chivalrous deeds.
How do you think Sir Radzig will look if you let that happen? What will people say?
If I cared what people say, I wouldn't be a mercenary. It's no skin off my nose.
Well, I can tell you, Sir Radzig cares, and so do I. So we better ride there right now.
All right. I hope your Radzig will take care of my funeral mass too. My sin-burdened soul will need a bit of a push to get through the gates of heaven.
Don't worry. They won't be as drunk as you'd like, but they won't be entirely sober either.
True enough. Let's do it then. Right. We better try and save those girls from Hagen's brutes. Let's go!
Look out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dear God! Good work, lads.
Well, I never.
Where's those dead we so gallantly rescued?
They took to their heels as soon as they saw that we had...
What's going on there?
Hi, booze will never let you down.
Hey, what?
Come and have a game. Promise I won't cheat. Let's throw a few dice, eh?
What's going on there?
How about a game? I'll lend you my dice cart.
Come and talk to us, lad. So you'll have some tales to run to Radzig with.
How about a game? I'll lend you my...
Good boy. That's my boy. Look what I've got for you. You'll love this.
But I still like you. I still like you. You're like a hero to me. You're like... Alright? If them Bearmans can do it, so can we. Go get it.
Let's throw a few dice, eh?
Yeah. Of course you do. I like you too.
They left us some damn good booze here. And as my old man used to say, the fire of battle must be quenched. Of course, the only battle he was ever in was with Ma. But still, it fits. Anyway, I hope you'll drink with us.
Let's throw a few dice, eh? A little friendly game, what'd you say?
Sure. Why look a gift horse in the mouth?
My words exactly. Me and the lads were just saying how we know nothing about you. Most of the folk around here have hardly been further than the village market. But you must have seen a thing or two.
Have you heard of Sir Hans Capon?
I heard his name mentioned in Colleen, in connection with some wench, as I recall. A young dandy, eh?
Yeah, that's him. He's going to inherit Rat-Eye once he comes of age. I run some errands for him now and again. Well, once we were at the baths together, and his lordship wanted to seduce one of the bath maids.
Naturally, that's what the baths are for, among other things.
Yeah, but with Sir Hans, nothing is ever straightforward. First, I had to play strip dice.
That's good. Did you win?
I did, but I had to strip myself anyway to get into the tub. Only, no sooner had I done so, than his lordship demanded wine from the castle cellars, which is a long fucking way from there.
I reckon you're a man who can't resist a challenge.
If I'd been sober. I went all the way there and back in my undergarments, And no sooner was I back than he sent me to pick flowers for the girl from the castle gardens.
It's starting to sound like a fairy tale with 3 wishes.
Well, actually, he probably did have a third wish, but he didn't get a chance to say it.
How's that?
Well, I got back only to find the girl's sweetheart, some guard called Arson Balls, well, that's what Sir Hans called him, trying to drown him in the bath.
Drown a nobleman over a wench. That's balls, all right.
Well, Sir Hans was naked and drunk, so he didn't look very noble. Anyway, I tackled this fella and saved Sir Hans from him. It could have all got out of hand, but it ended with only a few bruises. Sir Hans never got his way with the girl, though.
All that trouble for nothing. Tell us another.
Found some spots, Henry? Hey, Henry.
I was trying to track down these bandits who raided the Neuhof stud farm, and the trail led to Ujitz. I made the acquaintance of the parish priest there.
Oh, I've heard some stories about him. Apparently he's quite a character.
That's putting it mildly. But he does keep his word, and he sure knows how to drink.
A typical man of the cloth, eh?
I don't know about other priests, but Godwin can booze like a master. So we ended up in the local tavern. What can I tell you? Wine, women, and song, you know how it goes. Well, we lost track of time a little, and then the bailiff came barging in and tells us it's past curfew and we're to clear out.
Was he on his own?
No, he had some men with him. I'm not sure how many. It's all a little blurry. Anyway, we explained to him politely that we had no intention of ending our enjoyment. So, after a bit of discussion with the bailiff, we carried on. Next morning, Godwin was as green as a frog and hardly able to walk. And then he realised he had to say mass.
That's a show I'd like to see.
Well, he couldn't do it. So he got me to preach the sermon.
You? Preaching? You're joking.
Well, I did my best. Of course, I wasn't in great shape myself, so I'm not sure what the flock made of it.
My word, you're a...
Do you know Talmberg?
I do. It's that castle on the hill, not far from here.
That's right. Sir Divish is the lord there. You might have heard he was locked up in his own castle for 7 years by another lord he had some dispute with.
I remember hearing something about that. How did he get out?
His wife, Lady Stephanie, managed to get justice for him in the end, with the help of the provincial council.
Right. But I thought you were going to tell us something about yourself, Henry.
I'm getting there. It's to do with the young Lady Stephanie. She took a liking to me and asked me to help her get some things for her cousin's wedding, which I did. And she was very, very grateful.
So the lady was nice to you. That's a charming story. Not exactly bard material.
No, you don't get it, Kuno. She was very grateful.
What are you... No. Never. You and the lady of the castle.
Yeah, it was a bit of a surprise for me, too.
Are you mad? Did it cross your mind what her husband could do?
No, I suppose. But I was caught up in the moment.
Jesus, Henry. Let me give you a word of advice. We're not from here, so it doesn't matter much. But I wouldn't go telling that story around these parts.
Of course not, don't worry.
A nice story, but let's just drink.
ya! I'll slay you, you scum!
You call that combat?
Bring it on!
Now, now! Fuck!
Yeah. 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 Can we set out?
Sure. We'll head towards Sasau today. Jakey heard at the tavern in Ledechko that someone there saw some unfamiliar horseman.
You think they could be Hagens?
Maybe, maybe not. It's enough that they're not local. Could be the escort of some merchant caravan, of course. Jakey, go and scout ahead. Don't want us running into any surprises. See if there's a good spot for us to camp.
Right, Chief.
What's the matter with Jakey? No back talk.
I gave him a swig of schnapps at supper. Perhaps it made a man of him overnight.
Or that boar piss of yours took away his will to live.
Zastubi devite potoki vina, nes venis nes semezis vima, nes venis nes escas eslavi, citali piem nes devainam lavi. Gestia citale plemeno hadi, pusti exodia bona gesradi.
Kurva! Brother, where are you?
All right, Henry? I'm coming, brother!
Sucker! Catch the horses!
They're on the river bank.
We have to get back to the bank, quick, before they cut us off.
Yippa!
Had enough. Now.
the way we came! At them!
Way off! To the left! Go left! To the woods! We'll lose them there!
What now?
I don't know. They could be lying in wait for us anywhere. Someone must have snitched on us. We should split up and get the fuck out of here.
So every man for himself?
Just so.
But you think it was one of the band who betrayed us?
Look around for yourself. Who's missing? Jakey. That's who. I sent him on ahead, and he knows which way we're going. That little fucking Judas! When I get my hands on him, he'll rue the day he was born.
I'll try and track him down.
No, it's too risky. He could have Hagen's people all around him.
This won't take long. Gone weak at the knees, have you? Ha! You call that combat? Well landed.
I'm going to enjoy this.
Well, I never. The pig.
Christ. Ah! Watch out! Take that! Hey! To the woods! We'll lose them there!
What now?
I don't know. They could be
So every man for...
just so.
But you think it was one of the bat...
Look around for yourself. That little...
I'll be on my way.
Do that.
I feel quite hungry. Yeah. 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 Yeah.
I've got something for you. I got...
The lockpick.
True.
I've got some...
What's the arm of...
Teresa, I brought you something.
My, how chivalrous. That's lovely. Thank you so much.
I'd like to know...
So, how'd you like it in Rattay?
It's a big town with good strong walls, so I suppose we're safe here. And they took us in our hour of need, but for how much longer? They'll grow tired of us soon enough.
What do you think of the Lord here, Sir Hanush?
He comes from the glorious line of the Lords of Lipa. Folks say he's a bit hot-headed, but he took us in, so he must be a good Christian.
How are the Skalitz folk getting on?
They're alive, that's the main thing. They have shelter, but they're just scraping by. Rattay's citizens aren't happy the town is full of beggars who don't look like leaving anytime soon.
Do you know anything about those human rapists? About... you know.
They came to Hungary from God knows where, and now they... Well, folk tell awful stories about them. I hope I never see them again.
That's all. Have you got a moment?
All right.
I won't.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
I see everyone made it back in one piece.
Thank Christ. Someone up there must like us. Somehow we always manage to get out of these sticky situations.
Well, someone up there, or someone down there.
Yeah, right. Well, the main thing is we made it.
So we'll go patrolling again?
We will, but not you.
What? Why not?
I found out where Jakey is. I want you to grab him and beat everything he knows about Hagen.
Where is he hiding?
He isn't, the little shit. He's drinking away his 30 pieces of silver in some alehouse.
The inn in the glade?
Yeah, that's the one.
I'll get going.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Coming right up.
Come over here.
Jesus Christ be praised.
I'm looking for a young fella by the name of Jakey.
Here, enjoy
What
it.
about him?
I heard he was seen here.
Maybe, but he ain't here.
And can you tell me where he...
No, I can't. He's a guest.
Let me have
And
some
if I
grub.
went mouthing off to
Whatever's
anyone
free.
who came by,
Do you know who Sakuno of Rickfold is?
nothing escapes me, lad. He's that mercenary who's been patrolling these parts of late.
Well, this Jakey betrayed his trust and lured him and his men into a trap, including me. Now, I'm sure you realise Kuno is pretty keen to lay his hand on this Jakey, and anyone who stands in his way is asking for some serious trouble.
Eh? I'd never do that. Not me.
Well then, where did Jakey get to?
Well, I was gonna throw him out on his ear at first. He strolls in here like some lord, ordering people around. He's nothing but a snot-nosed brat. But then, he showed me the weight of his purse, and, well, business is business. He stayed here a couple of days. Yesterday evening he was boozing here, and then went off to the woods with some wench.
To the woods? That's a very broad term.
Someone said they saw them heading south across the girl's father was here with her, a merchant. As soon as he noticed she was gone, he went...
All right.
Here, enjoy it.
May the Lord watch over you.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
My little girl! Come back!
What am I to do with that? I'm honoured that a knight such as you takes...
What's going on here?
Marie, my daughter has run away. Some people at the inn said they saw her running this way with some fellow. And not far from here I found her scarf.
We have something in common. I'm looking for that fellow who ran off with...
What? You know him?
A little.
Is he dangerous?
Well, I'd be very worried in your shoes.
Jesus Christ!
Well, that's what makes him so dangerous. I can have a look for you.
You do that?
Of course. Helping my neighbour in his hour of need is my Christian duty.
Thank you. Thank you kindly.
You said you found her
Yes. Right past the shrubbery there. May the Lord watch over you.
Looks like Hansel and Gretel went this way. Romance on the rocky outcrop, so it seems.
Hey, is someone there? Help me, please.
I'm glad you're here, Henry. I thought I'd be stuck here till Judgment Day.
What the fuck are you doing here?
I picked up this wench at the inn, see? And we wanted to go somewhere quiet. Only the bitch whacked me on the head with a rock and fucked off with all my coin.
Did she now? And which way did she go?
I haven't a clue, but I reckon as far away from her father as she can get. She won't be going back in a hurry. I've met some mad wenches. She could have just asked me for coin, instead of trying to smash my skull.
I'd say that's the pot calling the kettle black.
Listen, Henry, that thing with Hagen, I didn't want to, really. But they kept threatening me. And then they offered me coin. Jesus, Henry, I've never seen a pile of coin like that in my life. Kuno wouldn't give me as much as half a groschen for a cheap wench.
Yeah, my heart bleeds. Enough. Tell me where I can find Hagen.
Hagen? Lord Zool? Yeah, I'll tell you, Henry. We're still mates, right?
Oh, I don't know if I'd go as far as mates, but let's just say I understand.
I knew you and me would understand each other. So you'll let me go if I tell you?
Let you go? That rock must have really scrambled your brains.
Henry, I'm really sorry. I swear. Those fellas scared the wits out of me.
I can believe that. But why didn't you tell us about it? You didn't have to betray us.
I don't know. I was confused. Please, let me go.
First, tell me where Hagen is, and then we'll see.
I won't say anything as long as I'm tied up. I know how that goes. I'll be left here for the crows.
You don't want to talk? All right. But I can leave you to rot here if I want. Well then.
Like I said...
Well then.
Like I said...
I know what you mean, Jakey.
Yeah, right? But...
I don't know.
See?
Right, I really need a lesson in morals from a pillar of sanctity and humanity. All right.
Thanks, Henry. I knew you wouldn't leave me.
Spit it out. Quick.
Sure. Hagen's planning to lead a raid on Samapesh himself. He wants to torch the whole village. Soon.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's awful. I'd like to stay here and talk about it, but if that's everything, I'd rather be on my way.
Get going.
Thanks, Henry. I owe you one, if we ever meet again.
I'm all ears.
It's something Kuno was always talking about. He kept cursing that he was fed up with running around for Radzig, and that it's not the first time he's done. So I mentioned that to Hagen, and he put together a nice pile of coin for Kuno.
What? He's planning to bribe Kuno?
Exactly. And what I know of the chief, he...
Fuck.
I keep telling you. Well, glad I could help. So...
No offence, but it's not a meeting I'll be looking... Yeah. 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 I found Jakey, and I know what Hagen is planning.
Spit it out, then.
Zul plans to raid Samapesh, and he wants to lead the attack himself.
I see. And what about that treacherous little bastard?
I let him go.
What? Are you out of your mind? That little fucker nearly got us all killed.
Easy. I'm having you on. Of course I got rid of Jakey.
Well, you can keep those kind of stupid jokes to yourself. Even I don't joke about the dead. Saddle up now. We'll ride to Samapesh right away.
Before we go, Jakey told me another interesting thing.
Oh? What's that?
He said you were moaning about Sir Radzig and saying you'd rather leave here.
Come on, Henry. You know how it is. I like to complain.
No, of course. But Jakey told Hagen about it, and Hagen is planning to bribe you.
Is that so?
I assume, if it comes to it, that you'll remember your oath to Sir Radzig.
What'd you take me for? I might have lost all my property, but I'm still a knight.
What I take you for is a subject I won't get into. But in case your knightly honour isn't enough, let me remind you that Sir Radzig knows all about it. And if anything untoward happens...
All right, Henry, I'm no fool. Don't betray Radzig. Got it. I'm not such a bastard as you seem to think. At least I hope I'm not.
All right, let's go.
There they are. I can see Zul's colours. It seems they want a parley, sir.
Parlay, eh? Right then. Let's parlay.
God be with you, Sir Kuno.
My respects, Sir Hagen.
I don't believe I've had the pleasure since the siege of Lansenbach, wasn't it?
An age ago that was. In those days we fought under the same banner.
We did. And even today, we may yet part friends. After all, my quarrel is not with you, but with Cobula.
The thing is, your quarrel with Lord Cobula is my affair, since he tasked me with keeping order in his lands. And you, Hagen, you are disturbing that order.
No offence, sir, but you are just a mercenary whose main concern is keeping order in his purse. My dispute with Radzig Cobula concerns a higher ideal. Cobula shamed my family over a trifling misdemeanor. He hanged my father, razed our castle to the ground, gave our property away to his family and cronies. And for that, I demand just retribution. But you don't have to stand in my way, Kuno. I'm well aware why you serve Radzig. You owe him a favor. And from what I've heard, it's not the first time you've had to pay him back. It won't be the last either. The fact of the matter is, you fight Cobula's battles for him, and you've little or nothing to show for it. If you accept my offer, on the other hand, you can ride away from here a rich man. What do you say, sir?
Kuno, you can't do it.
You're making a common mistake, Henry. There's a difference between what a man can't do and what he ought not to do. In this case...
I understand. But suppose...
You?
I have, but you might be surprised. And what have you got to lose, anyway? Coin is...
Maybe. Nothing against you, Henry.
Sorry, Henry. You know how things are. Times are hard. Tell Radzig, he'd do the same in my shoes. Take my advice, lad. It's better to stay alive.
Good luck!
You're Radzig's man, eh? We'll go back to Rattay. Tell him the hiding is over. I expect him to face me on the battlefield.
No.
first, you'll face me. I challenge you.
Look here, lad. My quarrel is with Radzig. It's him I want to fight, not you.
You bought Kuno off with coin, but he's just a common mercenary. I serve Sir Radzig whatever the circumstances. You like to talk about honour, Sir Hagen, so I'm sure you understand I have mine too. And I will defend my liege lord.
Very well. If you want to die for your lord, I won't deny you that privilege. This will be an honourable fight, man to man. If I should fall, you're not to touch a hair on the lad's head. Got it? St. George guide my hand.
You're in the wrong place at the wrong time. Well landed.
Go for it, sir.
Taking a wooden sword, sir.
Go for it, sir.
Poor bastard at
He'll
top.
rip you to pieces
Now,
like a dog of hair, boy. Destroy the little fucker. Sword, sir. You should have dug your own grave, you piece of...
Radzig's mongrel bites. You should have dug your own grave, you piece of shit.
He'll rip you to pieces like a dog.
Mongrel bites. To the House of Zul.
You should have dug your own grave, you piece of shit.
Radzig's mongrel bites.
Dopsy dilly.
No.
Smash him to pieces.
What's the matter?
Smash him to pieces.
Smash him to pieces.
Glory to the House of Zul.
You should have taken a wooden sword, sir.
Radzig's mongrel bites.
Rip you to pieces like a dog of hair.
Slow as fuck. Smash him to pieces.
No! Smash him to pieces.
Ha!
Shame on Radzig! Glory to the House of Zul! Slow as fuck!
Smash him to pieces.
Go for it, sir! You should have done your own grave, you piece of shit!
He'll rip you to pieces like a dog of hair, boy. He'll rip you to pieces like a dog of hair, boy.
Shame on Radzig! Glory to the House of Zul! He'll rip you to pieces like a dog of hair, boy!
You should have taken a wooden sword, sir, to give the poor bastard
him to
his
pieces.
fuck!
Destroy the little fucker.
Go for it, sir! Go for it, sir! You should have taken a wooden sword, sir. Give the poor bastard a chance.
He'll rip you to pieces like a dog a hare, boy. He'll rip you to pieces like a dog a hare, boy.
Who's slow as fuck? You should have taken a wooden sword, sir, to give the poor bastard a chance.
Shame on Ratsy.
You should have taken a wooden sword, sir. Give the poor bastard a chance. Slow as fuck. You should have taken a wooden sword, sir, to give the poor bastard a chance.
Smash him to
You should
pieces.
have dug your own grave, you piece of shit. Who's slow as
Game on,
fuck?
Radzig. Glory to the House of Zul.
Shame on Radzig. Glory to the House of Zul.
Mongrel base. You should have taken a wooden sword, sir. Give the poor bastard a dug your own grave. Destroy
Shame
the
on
You should have
Radzig.
dug your own
Glory
grave,
to
you
the House
piece
of
of
Game on,
shit.
Go
Radzig.
for it, sir.
Glory to the House of Zul.
Is that the best you can do?
Shame on Radzig. Glory to the House of Zul. You should have dug your own grave, you piece of shit.
You should have taken a wooden
Bring it
sword,
on.
sir. Give the poor bastard a chance.
Shame on, Radzig.
Shame on
Glory to the
Radzig.
House of Zul.
He's slow as
Like
fuck.
a dog, a hare, boy.
I'm going to enjoy this.
Go for it, sir. Destroy the little fucker.
You should have dug your own... Radzig mongrel bite? Smash him to pieces! Taking a win, sir! You should have taken the bastard a chance! Give the poor bastard a chance!
Your own grave, you piece of shit! For it, sir!
Radzig's mongrel bites! You should have taken a wooden sword, sir, to give the poor bastard a chance!
Sir.
Shame on Radzig! Glory to the House of Zul! Shame on Radzig! Glory to the House of Zul! Destroy that little fucker!
You should have fucked off, one. What have we got here? Entertainment. Great.
There you are, you knave. Now you'll get what's coming to you. Come
What's
here,
the matter?
lily liver.
Come on!
I'm going to enjoy
Is that the best you can do? You call that combat? Ah! Is that all you've got? Dopradele!
Gone weak at the knees.
Bollocks! You! That was just the warm-up.
What have we got here? Entertainment.
I'm gonna enjoy this. Yeah.
You're dead. Is that the best you can do?
Yeah. Yeah. Bring it on! Yeah.
What's the matter? Come on.
Is that all you've got? Come here, lily liver. Yeah. Is that the best you can do? Yeah. You're in the wrong place at the wrong time. He'll rip you to pieces like a dog a hair, boy. Go for it, sir. Go for it, sir. You should have taken a wooden sword, sir, to give the poor bastard a chance. You should have dug your own grave, you
Smash
piece
him
of
to
shit.
pieces.
Go for it, sir.
Shame on Radsig.
Destroy the little fucker.
Glory.
Gone weak at the knees, have you?
Destroy the little fucker. You should have taken a wooden sword, sir, to give the poor bastard a chance. He'll rip you to pieces like a dog.
He'll rip you to
a
pieces
hare,
like a dog
boy.
a hair, boy. Destroy the little fucker.
You're dead!
Destroy that little fucker. You should have taken a wooden sword, sir. We'll give the poor bastard
He's
a
slow
chance.
as fuck.
Destroy that little fucker.
Like a dog a
Go
hair,
for it,
boy.
sir.
Shame on Radzig! Glory to the House of Zul!
Smash him to pieces.
You should have dug your own grave. Glory to the
piece
House of
of
Zul.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Hey, fella, how about a little later?
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
God be with you, lad.
Sir, we got rid of Zool.
Finally, some good news. Tell me all about it.
Well, sir, I should tell you first that Kuno betrayed us. He took Hagen's bribe right on the battlefield.
Frankly, I was half expecting it.
That treacherous bastard rode off and left me alone on the battlefield facing Hagen's company. All I could do was challenge Hagen to a duel.
God above, Henry! That was damned reckless.
Had to do something. After Kuno betrayed you, there was no one else to defend you. It would have come to a duel anyway, only with you instead of me. And as a member of your company, I had to defend you.
And you had that much faith in yourself?
Well, sir, in the time I've been in your company, I think I've proved myself capable.
That you have. So, Hagen Zool is dead?
No. He yielded, so I had to let him go. But under the condition that he left and never returned.
You behaved honorably.
A duel has rules, and they should be respected.
I agree, but not everyone has the same sense of honor. So watch that someone doesn't take advantage of yours. Anyway, you deserve a reward for your efforts. And thank you, Henry. Once again, I'm beholden to you. I don't know what I'd do without you.
Thank you, sir. But I'm sure you'd have managed without me.
Don't be so modest, lad. Since that catastrophe at Skalitz, I don't have many people left that I can rely on. Best go and rest now.
Thank you, sir.
May the Lord watch over you.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Carrots and apples picked today to put a smile on
Fresh
your
bread,
face.
come and get it. Man cannot live by bread alone, but he can't live without it either. Baked goods fresh from the oven, come and get them.
Garlic soup for the winter, onion soup for the spring.
My humble... See you later. See you later.
Cucumbers, lovely cucumbers, asparagus and prunes.
Dark at home? Torch will help. Your field lie fallow.
Jesus Christ be praised.
May the Lord watch over you.
Kettles for water, baskets for goods, and torches for the night.
I've lost everything. My home, my family, my livelihood. Be merciful, good people.
What do you want to buy?
I'll take this.
This is enough.
What's the matter, man? Need the shit? You there! Stop!
What? Hey!
Don't! All right.
Has something happened?
Someone You should have thought twice about...
Look.
No. All right. Give...
Come now.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
God be with you, lad. What can I do for you?
I'd like to enroll in...
You've come too late, lad. We're all full up. Take care now.
I'll have to get something to eat. I'm starting to get hungry. Oh, God. Eat. Food. Oh, Jesus. I could really do with some sleep.
What?
For security reasons.
Nothing.
How dare you sleep in someone else's bed? Get lost!
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
I have to eat something.
Yeah.
My insides are shriveled up with the hunger.
Yeah.
Ah, watch where you're going, you lout. You nearly killed me.
Show me what you've got concealed. Are you deaf? Ha! Got you! And now I'll fix you good and proper. You'll soon learn what justice means. Well, you won't forget this in a hurry, because it'll take a nice pile of coin to fix it.
Damn it.
God save. What can I... Goodbye.
God be with you.
Apparently in the second game, like for Kingdom Come Deliverance, dude, apparently in the second game, to give a reason as to why Henry is suddenly weak again, apparently they just give him brain damage. Like he falls down a hill and gets brain damaged. I'm gonna be honest, that's genuinely probably the funniest way they could have done that.
I've heard that some pilgrim was selling off pieces of a rare sword. If you happen to have it.
Did that sasso dabbler say?
Why?
Why? Because there was nothing left for him, and now he's envious and wants some too. Well,
Man, isn't there...
no way. Good luck to you.
Yes, but before we get... I've heard... And I get the feeling you're not entirely on the best of terms with the locals.
He can really dismiss me from the bailiff's office.
He's your lead. He can throw you out on your ear if he's not satisfied. We'll have to exert some extra effort. Perhaps erect more buildings.
All right, I'll bear that in.
You're welcome.
I want to build...
Then you'll have to...
And what if I don't have...
Then production... Watch out for that. The amount needed...
I want to build...
Then you'll have to put...
And what if I don't have enough...
Then product... Watch out...
I want to build something.
Then you'll have to put the amount necessary for covering the...
And what if I don't have...
Then what... You...
Oh.
I want to build...
Then you'll have to put...
And what if I don't...
Then product... Watch out for that. The amount...
Indeed.
Nice and warm today.
Gorgeous.
Yes, but before we get started, I've heard some talk, and I get the feeling you're not entirely on.
He can really dismiss. I want to build.
Then you'll have to put in production. Watch the amount needed each day is recorded.
Dude. This is making me mad.
Let's see. You're still far from having the income you need to make the village. You'll need to get the tradesmen working better and creating space. The church is still in ruins. We're on the right track, but we haven't.
All right. Nothing.
The one I like.
I don't get what I meant to do here. I've got money in the trunk, so I should be able to build stuff, but I just can't. It's really annoying me.
Will you stop by tonight?
Sure.
If you did it for free, you'd be overcharging. Damn it.
I can do some judging. Okay, I guess I'll do that.
What is it this time?
We have a problem with water. That is, with the stream. With the, use of the stream.
The stream? What seems to be the trouble?
Sir, they won't let me have a shit.
What's that?
Your locator here won't let people go for a shit.
God give me strength.
Master Locator, would you be so kind as to cast some light on the matter?
I never forbade anyone to defecate. It's not something that can be prohibited anyway.
You did so.
All I asked was that people did their business further downstream. After all, we don't want our water supply contaminated. It could cause disease.
I've decided. Defecating will only be allowed at least 150 feet from the village. Anyone caught infringing this decree will get 10 lashes of the cane.
What? That's nearly as much as for stealing.
A strict decree, I admit. But it's for the common good.
I'm going to go for a bit.